Hello! Today I'm going to walk you through the assembly of the Infiniy Dynasty 4D massage chair. Here I have the unit in its box, similar to how it will be delivered to your house. It's a very easy assembly, and you won't need any additional tools or pieces beyond what is included in your kit, with the exception of a pair of scissors or a box cutter so that you can open the boxes. We suggest you do this assembly in the room that you are planning to use the chair in, because once fully assembled, the chair will not fit through most doors. I also suggest that you assemble it on a rug or soft surface to avoid damaging the chair or the floors. Make sure you have plenty of space around where you want to assemble the chair, but once fully assembled, you can move the chair 2 inches from the wall. Your Dynasty is going to arrive in 3 boxes. The largest contains the main body of the chair in a reclined position. The second largest contains the 2 arms, and the smallest of the 3 contains the footrest. First, let's open the largest of the 3 boxes. Carefully cut the tape along the edges to open the top. There should be a small box resting on the seat of the chair. Remove this. It contains the smaller pieces that are needed for the assembly. We'll return to this later. Then remove the outer shell of the box and the foam padding. With the padding and outer box removed, we found the best way to remove the chair from the lower tray is to get assistance and team lift the chair out, with one person on each end. Finally, fully remove all of the plastic wrap from the body of the chair. Open the box that contains the arms next. Remove the bubble wrap and the foam and place the arms next to the chair on their respective sides. As you are removing the arms from the boxes, each of them is marked left or right. This refers to the side of the chair that it should go on. The sides of the chair are referred to the same way as if you were sitting in it, with the left arm going on your left side and the right arm going on your right side. With the arms unpacked, repeat this process with the final box, which contains the footrest. Place it towards the front of the chair, near where the footrest would be installed. Now let's open the accessory box. This is the small box that we set aside earlier. To the left of the video, you can see a small overlay. Certain pieces from the accessory box we will need to return back to a couple times. So for the rest of the video, when you need one of the pieces from the accessory box, if it has a corresponding graphic, you will see that to the left. Inside, there is the remote, the bolts, a screwdriver, power cable, the hex key, the manual, and remote pocket. The manual is contained inside this plastic bag. Open this up, and inside there's the quick start guide, the thank you letter, warranty card, manual, and assembly guide. I've included a list of parts that should be included with your assembly. Double check to make sure that you have everything on this list. If anything is missing, don't return the chair to your purchaser. Give Infiniy Massage Chairs a call at 603-910-5000 and we can resolve this problem together. Make sure you have everything in an appropriate place for the assembly, where nothing will damage the chair. With everything unpacked from the main boxes, let's install the armrests. On the armrests, there are plugs for 3 air hoses and 2 electrical ports. These correspond to plugs and air hoses that are on the body of the chair. As you can see, both the air hoses and the ports are clearly labeled. While connecting the air hoses to the ports, make sure you match the number on the air hose with the one on the port. For example, air hose 2 is going to air nozzle 2. Air hose 3 goes to the corresponding air nozzle 3. And there are also 2 plugs, one with an 8-pin connector and a small white plug. Find the corresponding wires that are coming out of the body near the air hoses. Connect these wires, then slide the arm into place. Before you slide the arm onto the body of the chair, note these 3 connection points. One is for the hook towards the back. The other 2 are for screws that we will use to secure the arm to the body of the chair. And avoid pinching these wires and air hoses. There are rails on the body of the chair and hooks on the arm that slide over the rail. Guide this arm down the rail and make sure that towards the back of the chair, you slide the connector into the slot. Repeat this process for the right side of the chair, the only difference being that the right side of the chair has 1 electrical plug instead of 2. On the right arm of the chair, there are 3 air hoses. Just like on the left arm of the chair, make sure that the number of the hose corresponds to the number on the nozzle. For example, air hose 11 should go to air nozzle 11. Here I'm repeating the same process on the right side of the chair as I did on the left side of the chair, hooking the arm over the bar that's on the body of the chair, lining up the screw holes, and making sure that the hook towards the back of the arm is sliding properly and tightly into place. You can easily tell if these spots are aligned properly by looking towards the back of the arm. If there's any space between the arm and the body of the chair, you may need to realign the arm and slide it back on so that the hook is inserted properly. With the arms attached to the chair, we need to grab the screws and hex key out of the accessory box that we set aside earlier. Open the box and remove the hex key and bag of screws. The location for the first set of screws are near the shoulder airbags. On each side of the chair, here you'll see that there is a flap. When you lift the flap, it reveals a small screw hole, one for each of the bolts. Insert the bolt and screw it firmly into place using the included hex key. Make sure you do this for the opposite side of the chair. Next, located near the foot of the chair, there are 2 openings, one on each side for the remaining bolts. Use the included hex key and firmly screw the bolts into place. Each arm has 1 set of these screws. Make sure you do both arms before you continue on to the rest of the assembly. Now let's plug in the remote. Get the remote out of the accessory box and plug it into the connector that is between the seat and the right arm of the chair. When connecting the remote, make sure that you line up the pins on the connector properly. When this is correctly inserted, it should slide smoothly into place. Then use the connector cap to screw the ends of the remote cables together, giving you a firm connection. Here you can install the remote pocket by removing the Velcro covering and sliding it into the opening just above the arm airbags. Now that the arm is firmly attached to the chair and the remote is plugged in, get the power cord out of the accessory box and plug the chair in. There's a power switch on the side. Toggle it to the on position. This is indicated when it is lit up. Using the remote, turn the chair on and off again. This resets the chair to the upright position. Once the chair is fully upright, toggle the power switch off. Let's install a footrest. Move the footrest close to the front of the chair. There are 3 power connectors and an air hose that need to be plugged in. While connecting the power cords, make sure that the pins are plugged into the ports with the matching amount. With all the power cords connected and the air hose plugged in, bring the footrest right up to the foot of the chair. Before we place the footrest onto the body, remove the clips that are on the end of each axle. Keep track of these when you put them aside. We'll need them in a few minutes. We found the trick to removing these easily is to use the included screwdriver to loosen the clips as seen here. Gently lift the footrest and slide the connector hook onto the footrest axle. Make sure you slide them down as far as they'll go. This will give you enough room to maneuver the other side and slide it into place. Then replace the clips, ensuring that the leg rest will not fall off the axles. Then finally, zipper the footrest to the seat of the chair. With the chair fully assembled, toggle the power switch back on and use the remote to run an auto program. Use this time to ensure that the chair is running properly and that all airbags are inflating. If everything is going smoothly, the chair is now ready to use. Take a break. You've earned it. Thank you and welcome to the Infiniy family. We know you'll love your chair.